Welcome to my YouTube channel Astha School Shivahar.
Morning student, today we are going to learn respiration. Before respiration, we had learned about digestive system, and that we have concluded that all the food component, all the digested food is absorbed and assimilated in our body, and we get energy. Okay, that is the final of the digestive system. Okay, now we are going to learn respiration. And first of all, what is respiration? The process of inhalation and exhalation together is called respiration, and it is of two types. First one is anaerobic and second is aerobic. Okay, here is written just like reverse. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration is before discussing, we discuss the common path between this one and this one, aerobic and anaerobic. There is a common pathway that is called glycolysis. Okay, glycolysis. In this, one glucose molecule, that is a 6 carbon atom, and it is 6 carbon compound, and it is converted into pyruvate. Pyruvate, that is a 3 carbon molecule in cytoplasm, and it is the common pathway if oxygen present or absence. Present and absence. In both of these, there will be the final product is pyruvate. Okay, now pyruvate is in absence of O2, oxygen, then it is actually takes place in yeast, and it is converted into ethanol and carbon dioxide, and and release some of energy, like this one 56 kilocalorie. Okay, here ethanol is 2 carbon compound. Now we see in muscle cells, in absence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into lactic acid and release some energy. Here lactic acid is 3 carbon compound. Okay, now inside cell there is a cell organelle that is called mitochondria. In mitochondria, in presence of oxygen, pyruvate is converted into carbon dioxide, water, and release energy, that is 686 kilocalorie. Okay, now come different respiratory organs in different organisms. We see if aquatic animals and terrestrial animals, we discuss about aquatic animal. Aquatic animal actually gills are present, and through gills they respire. Okay, but in terrestrial animals, that is insects, higher animals, and some lower animals. Okay, you see, actually we discuss in later about terrestrial animals that breathe through lungs. Okay, now some respiratory organs, like, okay, first is respiration through body surface. As for example, I assure you, amoeba has, we take an example, that is the amoeba. Amoeba respires through body surface. Okay, there is no any special organ to take in oxygen and expel oxygen. Okay, so there is a body surface. Now respiration through gills in fish. Fish has gills, and gills there is a structure, and the structure of gills poses some respiration through gills. That gills through gills, that is called that is also called bronchial respiration, and there is a special organs that is like this one, and this is okay. This is covered by operculum, like this one, and it protects the gills from external harm. Okay. Now, when water comes and comes in contact with these gills through these enters, and there is exchange of gases occurs through this one. Now there is a respiration through spiracles. See here, we discuss about insects like cockroach. There is a 10 pairs of holes that lie side by side, both side left and right, or in the body. See, but body of insect is divided into head, thorax, and abdomen. Okay, this one is abdomen, and this one is thorax and abdomen. There is a hole present, that is here. Okay, this is here in thorax 2 pairs. Okay, and in abdomen 8 pairs. Holes are present. Okay, and that tiny holes are called spiracle, and spiracle through air enters into insect through a spiracle and goes directly to the tissues, and exchange of gases occur. Okay, now there is a branching of trachea, large trachea, and again this is divided and form a small trachea, and fine and further divided into fine tracheoles. Okay, and where the tissues are present, and in tissues tracheoles meet, and tissues contains tracheal fluid, and here exchange of gases occurs. Okay, now respiration through skin. Actually, we discuss about respiration through skin mainly in earthworm. Okay, in earthworm, skin is moist. Okay, skin is moist, and a gland is present in skin, and it secretes mucus that makes them moisture. Okay, and there is a blood vessels found in skin, and through skin, and there is a prominent most important feature of skin is that is transparent. Okay, when transparent means transparent not permeable. Okay, permeable. When it skin of earthworm comes in direct contact with atmospheric air, they get exchange oxygen into through their skin. Okay, and through blood they carry out through the whole body. Now respiration through lungs. Basically, we discuss about lung respiration in human being. See, in human being there is two part, that is respiratory tract and other is lungs. When we take in oxygen in large amount, okay, through the passage, and that passage is called respiratory tract, and the air reaches to the point at the target site, and that is called lungs. Okay, now see here, there is a trachea, means here it is the part of lungs, and respiratory tract, where will it? Nose, okay, pharynx, okay, pharynx, glottis. Okay, when air comes through nose, pharynx and glottis, then enter into trachea, again primary bronchus, again secondary bronchus, and again tertiary bronchus, and at last they enter into alveolar duct. Here alveolar duct and enter finally to the alveolar sac. The air reaches here and exchange of gases occur. Now see how the exchange of gases occur. It is a balloon-like structure, okay, alveolar sac, that is called alveoli, alveolus. It is singular. Okay, it is a blood capillaries. Okay, blood capillaries. When blood comes, the blood contains oxygen, CO2. In blood capillaries, CO2 level is high and oxygen level is low. In alveolar, oxygen is very high and CO2 level is very low. Okay, so due to diffusion, here in alveolar sac, blood carbon dioxide level is very low. That's why from blood to lungs, alveolar sac, okay, carbon dioxide diffuses, and there is a higher concentration of oxygen in blood, and lower concentration of blood oxygen in blood. That's why it comes in blood through diffusion. Okay, in this way it exchange of gases occurs, and again it means it is also called purification of blood. Okay, now there is some mechanism of breathing, means inhalation or inspiration. The mechanism of breathing is discussed in two phases: inhalation or inspiration, and exhalation or expiration. First we see in inhalation. See, when diaphragm is lowered and become flat, okay, when diaphragm is lowered and become flat, ribs move upward and outward. Okay, see, when diaphragm goes down and become flat and ribs comes upward. Okay, then it increase due to this one. This increases area of the lungs and decreases the pressure inside the lungs. That's why external atmospheric air inhaled inside the lungs. Okay. Now during exhalation, what happens? We see diaphragm is raised and become dome shaped. Diaphragm is raised means diaphragm, when diaphragm is raised, it becomes dome shaped. Okay, and ribs move inward and downward. When ribs comes inward and diaphragm raised, it increases the pressure. Okay, it increases the pressure on the lungs. This gives pressure to the lungs, and inside lungs pressure increases and atmospheric pressure decreases. Okay, inside lungs air pressure increases than atmospheric pressure. That's why air take out from the lungs. Okay, in this way we understand mechanism of breathing. Okay.
Thanks for watching this video.